All right, what's good, everybody? A beautiful day out here in Las Vegas, where I reside. What, 70 degrees? So finally, the temperature they're able to break 100. I think that happened just like a little over a week ago. But anyway, how's your day today? Hope you're doing good and you've had a productive day thus far. And thank you for your time. Top of the morning, October 3rd, 2023. So yeah, I just figured that I had to bring this up or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Out of all people, you guys are going to see that a lot of these entertainers, these doggone, these athletes, okay, and a lot of these musicians and all that rappers are not who you think they are, okay? And I don't want to sit there and bash the older generation because this is something that happened quite some time, all right? Been going on probably since like the late 50s, 60s, okay? What, Little Richard, Rick James, okay? Who else? George Clinton. All right, got their hair like a woman. Some other guys too, okay? Young Thug. Now, one of the touchstones about this channel does have some type of, like biblical touchstones to it. I haven't really been talking about that. You could look at some of the older videos I've done. And I also got this channel called The Remnant One, okay? All in one word, capital T. And number one, you can subscribe to that, where I talked about a lot of dietary stuff, okay? A lot of different, conditions that people have, but particularly like, our so-called minorities or so-called black people and Latin. And also dietary ways to help fight those conditions, particularly like pre-existing. But back to the story there, okay? But I wanted to put that out. So this point being is J.Butler for the Miami Heat, Dababy, the rapper Dababy, and also Deon Sanders, okay? I had a guy that commented on that when I made that Deon Sanders video. I said, yeah, I want to talk about that too, but I hope he's repented from that. That video where he had blonde hair and did the I'm a virgin and was in a dress. And I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, imagine that, because I hadn't seen that. I didn't know when that happened. And the bad thing about it is Deon Sanders was supposed to be a praying man, okay? So you figure if he's a praying man, studied out of a patriarchal book, then you would think that, he would have known better, okay? It was done back some years ago, but he's been around long enough. You know the deal. And so there has these other guys, okay? Like, ain't like they're like 18 or 20 or whatever. These guys are grown men in their 30s that I just told you about, okay? So, yeah, I was bugged out when I seen Dababy, first of all, out of all people, in like a wig, a long hair wig, looking like Rick James. Fire and desire. And, I made a couple of videos defending this guy, okay? Maybe defending his struggles, although it was alleged that, he had bodied up a couple of people out there in the Walmart out there in Charlotte, allegedly, okay? And maybe some other things that he was going through, okay, where he basically defended himself, okay, like in a bowling alley and all that other stuff. And I was basically saying that he needed to catch a snap and try to get maybe a couple of OGs that could kind of help smooth out his temperament. But I spoke up for that guy. And then he turns around and does something like this, and I'm just like bugged out. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know lately his record sales has been going down. I think he wasn't selling as much tickets as he, did before, maybe a year ago. And that's a combination of a lot of things. A lot of people just don't have money to go to shows anymore. You got streaming and that type of stuff. And, hey, new rappers, they come along, you're only going to be hot for a certain amount of time, and then somebody else is going to take that spot. But I felt like he should have been doing other things, and maybe he should have maybe invested. I don't know, found other avenues or whatever. Okay, maybe with pop or I don't know, country music. Usually when that's going to run out, just having a one track uh gig. So you want to consider having branching out and having other ideas. Okay, and I had a feeling that something like this, he was going to get propositioned, because I think that he was propositioned to do something in a matter in which he did to get inside of to get in a wig. Okay, not just to get attention. I think that's something that these guys are going through up here. Okay, I mean, unless that's just type of person that he is, like that pansexual thing. All right, uh, but this is the way a lot of these entertainers, like I say, a lot of these people, so-called prominence, have to go through to stay relevant. Okay, or either that, or maybe cash some bodies or that type of stuff. Okay, one or the other, or take one in the backside. But this channel stresses that, okay, in Leviticus 18, 20, and 22, where a man shouldn't dress like a woman and a woman shouldn't dress like a man, and things like transism and stuff like that, even lesbianism. Okay, yeah, I know some of you guys might get down like that or whatever, but you really ain't supposed to be doing that. Okay, also cheating. All right, without your spouse's knowledge, particularly like a woman, because it's not meant for a woman to be with another man other than her husband or significant other in more modern times. For men can have as many women as they want as long as it's not somebody's wife. Okay, but I just think that the woman or the spouse or spouses should have some type of knowledge. But I was digressing. So let's get on to Jimmy Butler. Okay, a guy that I really admired or start to admire, because I think that he had a pretty good year last year. Surprised Boston. They went to the championship and they lost uh, against the Nuggets. Okay. Just so you know, he was supposed to be alleged to be Michael Jordan's son. I did a cross section. Those guys look just alike. Now this guy, okay, has got long hair or whatever, okay, looking like a woman. And I'm just thinking this guy's doing something that he really don't need to do. I felt as though all Miami needs to do is to try to make a trade, then maybe get maybe a banger, maybe 6'7", 6'8" down in the front court. Okay, for defensive purposes and maybe putbacks and that type of stuff, why Jimmy Butler does what he does. You know what I'm saying? Tyler Hero, he was hurt, so that didn't help. I think really in the end of the day is to keep doing what he's doing and kind of let the admin or the coach, who's that, Spoelstra, do his thing, okay? And let let them know exactly what he needs, and give him the tools and the resources to go out there and win a championship. Okay, like I say, out of all people, I was really really shocked when I seen these videos about this guy at a press conference with woman like hair looking like a woman. And there's several other players throughout the league or whatever, okay, where all this weird behavior. Guys like Jalen Green, okay. And I think that crap is funny, but it's not really funny, okay. Until they lose fanfare, and then they, you know what I'm saying, wanted to roll back on it, okay. Oh, I was just, I was just saying, and by then it's too late. So, and then like I say, I was really shocked about like Deon Sanders in that video, because I've been making videos about Deon Sanders as a coach in his favor, with the struggles that he's going through and so forth. and maybe a little bit has to do maybe with skin color, okay, but you're dealing with billions of dollars in college football. And I think the way that he came into college football, making a lot of money, has a lot of endorsements, and has a lot of people that a lot of young guys that want to go play for Deon Sanders, okay, which right now causing a lot of friction in college football, okay. And I think it's because it draws a lot of money, pretty much as much or more than the NFL. Some of those coaches, they get paid more money than many coaches in the NFL. Guys like Nick Saban, you know what I'm saying? For example. Uh, but yeah, these are the things in the entertainment industry that these guys got to do to stay relevant. And I just think it's just a matter of just keep doing what you're doing and find other avenues. Whatever's meant for you to have, you gonna have. Okay. Those people, the powers of be, when you do all that other stuff, and when they give you that money or do that stuff that's not good, okay, the occultic stuff, even when they do, in closing, that money is not really your money, and they can take it away from you. Okay. When they're done with you, they're done with you. Some people got to look at that see that the hard way. If you don't believe me, look at what R. Kelly's going through right now. Bill Cosby, but particularly like R. Kelly, a man that had it all, and now he's in an 8x8 cell getting stabbed up, okay? And many other guys like them too, okay, like him. All right? So stay prayed up, y'all, all right? Really just lean on the Most High, okay? And don't get caught up with the whims and the mims or whatever, okay, of this world. Be in the world, but not of the world, all right? And thank you for your time. I hope that's something that stimulates thought. Find another way, all right? If somebody's trying to get you to do something that you already know that's not morally right, when you're trying to get into that world or the corporate world or whatever, okay? Really that and the Most High, or if you are a woman of the cloth, okay, or if you're in the book, it really doesn't mix. So move around very, very carefully, strategically. And I thank you for your time. Once again, like, subscribe, share, check out some of the other videos. Cash App, $, Winston Spivey if you want to donate.